what we could practice today would be, for example, a form of breathing that's very good for cooling, and comes from the Indian tradition. Of course, it gets pretty hot in India, and over the thousands of years, they developed this system of breathing that helps to cool the whole system. Let's start with these two forms of breathings that are very good for when it's hot outside, or even when we have hot flashes. So a way to cool the system down. Two breathings that are pretty similar. One is called Shitali and one's called Sitkari. And both of them are mainly taking the air through the mouth and exhaling through the nose. But in Shitali, the tongue is put this way. And you try to get the air through there. But not everyone can. It's something genetic. Some people easily put the tongue like that, and some people cannot. So then there is another variation that is more simple. So let's just for a moment see again the one that I just showed, which is putting the tongue like this, taking the air in through the tongue like that, and then closing the mouth and exhaling through the nose. And we will repeat this like 10 times. You notice when you do this, or the next one that I'm going to show right now, that you feel a sensation of cooling first in the mouth. But from there, it goes to your brain, it goes to your lungs, it goes to your whole circulation. It's a good way of cooling your system, better than having an ice cream or whatever, which according to Chinese tradition and Indian tradition, cold drinks and cold food, it's not good for the system because it's very different from the internal temperature of the body. Okay, so the other variation for the people that cannot do this one is just bringing the teeth together, which everyone can do, just bringing the teeth together. The tongue is behind the teeth, and we are going to do this breathing that's called hissing breath, because it sounds like this. Then there is a pause, and then exhale through the nose. So let's do it one more time. Teeth together, tongue behind the teeth. And then exhaling through the nose. Okay, so choose one of the two, the one that seems most comfortable for you. And we are going to do 10 of these cooling breaths, just to have a taste of it. Okay, good. So I'm going to go first. I'm going to do 5 with the tongue curl and 5 with, just to be on both groups. Okay, whichever one you choose, let's do it now. Either the teeth together, tongue behind the teeth, taking the air in, making this hissing sound, closing the mouth, exhaling through the nose, or putting your tongue like this, closing your mouth, exhaling through the nose. It's the same principle. Okay, let's start. And sense the cooling feeling. Inviting it to spread along your system as you exhale. Now I'm going to switch to the other one. You can continue with the same or switch also. Let's do the hissing one. Always sensing the cooling in the inhalation and inviting it to spread in your body as you exhale through the nose. And then you continue doing it until you feel totally cool, but you can probably already sense with these 10 breathings that there is a slight more cooling sensation. So let's do 10 more now that we have taken a rest. Whichever one you wanted, or a mixture of the two. Let's do 5 more of the one with the tongue like this, or the between the teeth. By bringing your attention and intention to spreading that cooling, you help the effect to move from just cooling your mouth to your shoulders, your arms, your body. If for you it's easy to do it with the tongue like this, continue with that. So this is also something you can do while you are in bed. For example, if the room is a little bit warm, many places in Berkeley and the area around here doesn't have AC. And also if you are, having some hot flashes, so you do it for as long as you then feel that your system starts to cool down. So it's simple. I hope that by having done it these times, let's do it one more time for 10 times, and then we leave it. But I just want to make sure that you feel confident on doing it, and that you also feel a little bit of the cooling. And like all these subtle things, the more you repeat them, the more you feel the effect. So it's not like throwing a bucket of ice water on top of you, right? It's a gentle way of being able to cool a little bit your circulation, your systems, your organs. Okay, let's do it 10 more times, and whichever one you prefer. Sitting in a relaxed way, with straight body relaxed. allowing the whole inhalation to be completed and the whole exhalation to be completed. And there is a pause at the top of the inhalation and a pause at the top of the exhalation. Remember that the exhalation is through the nose. And in the exhalation, you invite the cooling to spread along your body. In the inhalation, you pay special attention to that cooling breath coming into your mouth and the roof of your mouth and everywhere. One last one. Can you feel the coolness in your tongue and your mouth and a little bit in the rest of the body? Okay, so that's the cooling.